a show or something.
I don't know, it came out like 20 years ago. Who could still like it?
So in case, for those friends in the back, they're like, I came to charge my phone. I don't know what's going on. Who are you? What do you do?
I invented the phone charger. So
Well, technically, because you can charge everyone's phone in here,
That's
one
true.
lightning lane.
That's true.
I might destroy the phone, but I would probably charge it at the same time. So my name is Dave. I am Kakashi.
In real life, he's Kakashi.
Yes, in real life. That's why I usually, you don't normally see both of my eyes, but it's okay. We're fine.
Just as long as you're wearing another mask under that mask, you'll be okay.
Yes.
I'm Yuri Lowenthal, and I'm Sasuke.
I'm Kate Higgins, and I am Sakura Haruno.
I'm Maile Flannigan, and I'm a Taurus.
Loser.
That's the most notable thing about you, definitely.
That's right.
Taurus.
Behavior.
So gang, have we ever been to Chicago? I'm sure you dabbled.
I did plays here. I've been here a lot. Yeah, I stayed at the, that cool building, the Aqua on the river down there. Anyway, I lived in that for a couple months. A long time ago, I lived at my friend's house in Boys Town for like 2 different times, and I was doing a one-woman Sound of Music that I wrote and did. It was really fun. It's not very musical, I mean, it was funny.
I was gonna say.
It wasn't
Like voice lessons is funny.
what?
Like voice lessons. You did voice lessons, didn't you?
Yeah, we did voice lessons. Oh, we did that here at Steppenwolf.
Was that the... Oh.
Yeah, with Lori Metcalf, who's down there, by the way. Go get her autograph. She never comes to these, so let me know. Yeah, and French Stewart. We did that here at Steppenwolf. We opened the theater, the new theater with it. Yeah.
So when I saw you do it in LA, you guys had already done it before. Because I thought I saw you do it in LA. I certainly didn't
No, we started it in LA.
Okay.
And we did it in LA 3 different times at 3 different theaters. And then we did it off Broadway in New York. And then we did it at Steppenwolf. Yeah.
There it is.
Well, I want to let you know it's never too late to do that again. So you just let me know if the next panel you want to do your one-woman Sound of Music. I think we.
Oh my God, it was way too taxing. I think it's really tiring. I'm doing like 40 characters and all the Nazis. So that's tough.
It's tough.
So, can I just say that I haven't been to Chicago since 1976, and I lived here in 1976. Yes. My dad was doing his postdoc work at University of Chicago, and he moved here from the South, and it still is the most. That year of my life, I was in 1st grade. I went to Brett Park Public School. We lived in Hyde Park, and it was the most vivid memories of my life living here in Chicago. I still dream about it. This Museum of Science and Industry was in our backyard. We lived on the 11th floor. I mean, amazing. The winters.
Pretty different from Alabama.
So different, and maybe that's why the memories are so vivid. It was so different. The winters here, oh my Lord. I remember walking to school, getting frostbite, freezing. You guys are amazing, all right? Still alive.
Super resilient.
Very
And
resilient.
I have never gotten to spend any real time in Chicago, and this weekend, I will also not get to spend any time in Chicago. So, another time though.
I feel like I've been here before, but I have not actually been here before. It's one of these cities.
Another
when you
life.
get here, you're like, no. When I got here, I was like, this place is really cool. It reminds me of the best parts of other cities that I've been in. You know what I mean? So like, I've been here, but I haven't been here. And again, like you, I will also not be exploring this weekend.
Maybe you guys should have a bachelor trip and then just cruise around.
We'll go downtown, eat Greek food, Italian beef, like all the stuff that people told me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have successfully
See some improv.
one deep dish pizza.
Oh, you had it?
You had it this
One box checked.
Okay.
Like true.
Yes.
It's Chicago, where it's like a pastry crust and they melt the cheese and they pour the sauce on top.
Oh, yeah.
You can only eat like half a slice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is Carmine's Pizza still a place?
You tell me. There are like 5 of them.
Because that's where we used to eat in 1976.
I'm sure it's still there.
And I remember as a kid that did the pan-style pizza. It was
Oh, we
amazing.
got Domino's now.
What?
We got Domino's now.
Who knows what's what?
He's like, forget whatever that is.
Yuri, I went to a deep dish pizza with you in Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah. And you organized it, and it was with
Oh my God, that
it was
was
with Tara's parents.
that was so many years ago.
Yeah. It was right over here, by the way.
So basically your whole first answer was a lie.
Total
You
lie.
have been
It
here.
must be.
As usual, Sasuke
Sasuke's
sucks.
a liar.
How much did we drink that night?
Not enough.
Not enough. Because you still remember. Anyway, we
Oh, well, this is good. It's divided right down the middle, so you guys will be ready for this. And it's not a test. That's what's important here. I want you to know it's not a test.
I'm totally
But we
gonna
will
win.
be judging you.
It is more like to see, I mean, do you belong in Chicago? Okay, let's see, all right? So the first question is, pizza don't get, okay, you cannot hear it. You have to answer
Go
honest.
ahead, you got
The
this.
wind chill.
Pizza,
Yeah.
triangle or square?
Triangle.
Yeah, I spent many years in New York. I'm gonna have to go triangle.
Ooh, okay.
I like a good square once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm used to the triangle,
I know.
but sometimes I see a square and it's sort of appealing.
Yes. Okay, gang. All right, all right. How good are you all at parallel parking?
I'm good.
I'm excellent.
I am spectacular.
Oh!
And I say that because I grew up in a city where there's next to no parking. I literally once parked a Ford Escort in a space where there was 2 inches in front of the car and 2 inches behind the car. It took me 54 swings to do it, but I did it.
What were you thinking driving in Boston?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I thought I was good at parallel parking, but I'm gonna have to cede to this guy.
Okay, it's looking
So that we're not going to the hospital later, let me get that for you.
I threw it on purpose. Yeah, I don't want to hold that.
Yeah, she didn't have
Sorry.
We should have a little bar.
Here's yours. Here's yours.
How do you guys feel about driving in the snow in general?
Wouldn't know how.
Okay, oh,
I
tough.
lived in Minneapolis for years.
You got it.
My family's from Boston. I'm all right.
All right.
I don't like driving in those terrible winter where it's kind of white out. I did drive from Minneapolis to Chicago in one of those crazy kind of white out storms. Every other truck was jackknifed on the highway.
I grew up on the East Coast, so I've driven my fair share of snow, but I don't like doing it. I don't know anybody who likes doing it. But the last time I did drive in sort of whiteout conditions, I ended up pulling over at a Chi-Chi's in Bowling Green, Ohio, and proposing to Tara. So,
What?
you know, so yeah, it was.
That's so weird.
It's so weirdly specific, right?
That's where you proposed?
Yeah.
Worked out.
You couldn't wait anymore.
It was a surprise to me when the words came out of my mouth. I still, to this day, don't remember.
I don't know if that's a good sign,
That's a good sign. They're good.
but y'all are good.
I was bewitched.
And let me just say about driving in the snow really quickly, if it's okay. I don't know how to do it, but in 1993, I'm all about dates this morning, kids. In 1993, it was called the Storm of the Century. I drove across the country in the storm of the century from Alabama to Los Angeles because a guy in LA said, I'm gonna make you a star. And I couldn't get there fast enough. I mean, that tells you how desperate I was for validation and love. That I drove across the country in ice and snow.
Sounds to me you were just desperate to get out of Alabama.
That too, but I was desperate for love and attention and fame. I really was.
You got it.
Look at that.
Even
You made a star.
There it is.
These folks.
Thank you. Good night.
And that's the panel. Fantastic. Okay, pretty good score there too, gang. And this one is going to you weren't gonna score. Shh. Don't worry. Don't worry. You guys are keeping track, right? You guys are doing well. I hope. Thank you so much. How familiar are you with the concept of dibs? Calling dibs on something.
Very.
In general. Very good.
Dibs?
And are you pro dibs? Are you pro calling dibs on something?
Is there something we don't know about?
Don't worry. Yeah.
Is that a Chicago thing that you're...
It is a thing. It is a thing. It has to do with parking spots.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. It's for when
I
it's
feel like if
snowing.
anyone would know that up here.
Right. Yeah. So anti-dibs.
In Boston, they just fight over it.
Yeah.
That's one way
Some
to do
grandma
it.
puts her coat
literally
there.
Yeah.
Guy comes, takes it away.
This is
Grandma
the way.
comes up, pops him in the face. It goes in Boston, right, Dave?
It does. Although the thing with parking and dibs in Boston is it's usually accompanied by a stolen traffic cone
Yeah.
that you stick in your space and then don't touch it until you come back from work.
Yeah. That'll do
Because
it.
people don't touch those things because they think, well, the city must have put it there. So therefore, if I touch it, I'm probably going to jail. And then you pull it, throw it in your trunk, and they get really mad at you.
Traffic cone's a good move.
It is a good move.
Write that down.
That's a good classic.
And then ketchup on hot dogs. We pro ketchup on hot dogs, anti ketchup on hot dogs.
I like it.
Who doesn't like ketchup on hot dog? I mean,
My
is that
wife.
Oh no!
So what you're saying is that sort of a Chicago thing that if you ask for ketchup, that's not cool?
I was told by a friend earlier they will hand you a packet and tell you to do it yourself.
So what is the default condiment? Mustard?
Tell us what it's mustard, right?
Mustard,
Relish.
relish.
Relish is still sweet.
Yes.
I like ketchup and mustard.
I
one
do
time.
too.
And relish. And onions.
And guess what? As a child, I liked mayonnaise on my hot dog.
What
bun.
year was that?
1932.
Hey, you guys, before we answer your questions, because we're never going to get to them. On the count of three, say happy birthday to Kate. It was her birthday yesterday. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday!
Thank you so much. 1969. You will be quizzed on 4 dates this year. The person who can remember all 4 years gets a free signed Sakura photo.
Oh, I don't want that.
Please come to my booth. I mentioned 4 dates, 4 years. If you remember it, come see me. Cut the
What
line.
if I get them all and you buy me a margarita in the hotel bar?
There you
I'll do
go.
that too.
76.
So it's kind of like the Bell test, but with dates. It's kind of like the Bell test, but with
Yeah.
dates.
Yes.
Makes sense.
And last but certainly not least, just in general, how much do you yell at your TV? Are you known to yell at the TV?
I really don't watch any TV.
Yeah.
Don't turn it on.
Don't turn on.
Football. Basketball.
Back football, we yell at the TV. Yes.
Right? Baseball. Hockey. Softball. Rugby. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, the whole Olympics. There you go.
I don't yell at my TV.
Okay.
I'm too happy with what I see there.
You just go like this. You go.
It's a beautiful and yet non-Sasuke answer.
Yeah.
Yuri's above it all, you guys.
I would say it depends on how much sports is involved and how close the game was to start with.
Oh.
You know, like if you lose something in the last 15 seconds, lots of yelling happens.
Yeah.
Red Sox, Yankees.
There you go. There you go.
Well, the-
2003. Anyone?
The test has been given, gang, and you are the deciders. Do you think they can migrate to Chicago? What are we thinking? Are we pro them moving to here? What do we think? Yes! Okay. Okay, we'll have to
Oh
change the
my. I
ketchup.
did hear some no's.
Yeah, it's the ketchup thing. They take it to heart.
Okay.
That's a tough one. Yeah. There's time to learn and grow. That's what I always love to say.
Screw up. But you just taught us how to move to Chicago. It was brilliant. Well
My
done.
friends, there are 2 mics right here. I'd love to invite you.
Does
out.
anyone have a hot dog?
I'm gonna start on this side right over here.
Hello. So my question is, you guys got to do this in one of the Naruto movies, a group recording. Talk about your experience doing that. Is there a reason why you guys don't do that often in anime dubbing?
It was, you got to group record at one point, our friend was saying. Did you group record for a movie? Is that what it was?
Naruto movie, you guys did a group recording?
Oh, that was just for the camera. That's a piece of trash. Because it was wild. Nobody played by the rules, right? And we all talked over each other the whole time. So they just edited it to look like we actually did it, but we didn't.
Yeah, we're not as cool as the Japanese cast that do that.
Right.
Where they just watch it on the fly and they just do it.
Yeah.
But I love group records in general.
I do. Like original animation, we record in groups, and that's really fun. Although not so much anymore. Now it's still pretty much individuals recording by themselves. That's not as great.
That's post-pandemic.
Thank you. Also, you should do legal at the bottom of
Yes.
at the end of commercials because your fast talking is very enunciated.
Battery's not included. Thank you so much, my friend. We're going to jump over here.
What episode do you feel was most memorable to record? If you just remember looking at the script and just going, holy crap, this is happening.
Mine is easy. It's when you see Kakashi's face. So I was like, we're really gonna do this? We're really gonna show him? Because I hadn't seen it. And I was like, either he's horribly disfigured or he's breathtakingly handsome. Turns out it's breathtakingly handsome, which I'm totally okay with.
Any of those fights those climactic fights between you and me were always so amazing.
I mostly remember just Sasuke! Sasuke!
And then I knock you out and leave the village. It was so brutal.
And there's the show.
Thank you.
We're going to go right over here. Hi, my friend.
Hi, I'd love to know any memorable or fun experiences you've had at recent conventions as y'all have been going to more over the last few years, or something that just sticks out as a good memory.
I got you.
How do you understand that?
Because I'm tuned in. I'm locked in for you. I'm locked in.
I'm sorry.
It's just really echoey in here, so it's hard for us.
Yes, you are perfect, my love.
I also don't have speakers going.
I think the question was fun experience you've had recently at a convention, right? That,
Yeah, something memorable, fun.
Fun at a convention.
Signed anything weird. I like when they
Body parts, I won't sign those anymore.
Quitter.
I see some 19-year-old kid wants my autograph on his leg. I'm like, no.
Why do you say no?
It's weird.
Well, I think that's one of the most memorable moments of the convention is when I signed the 19-year-old kid's leg.
Good for you.
In 1970.
You've already laid down the rules. You can't change the rules. No more dates. I just love meeting people.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is going to sound really weird, but every single interaction I have with one of you guys is my favorite moment of the day. Because we record this thing literally in a studio in Burbank somewhere, and it goes out into the world and it has a life of its own. And our gift to the world is the effect that it has on you. And I love hearing from people how much it means to them, what they, how much they enjoyed it, or if they hated it, or if they like this character, don't like that character. So every interaction that we get to have with you is the best part of my day. Honestly.
Ditto. We all feel that.
You know what I love seeing? I love people coming up to families coming up to the table and seeing literally 3 generations of fans of Naruto. Where the parents watched with the kids, and now the kids are grown up and have their own kids, and they're dressing them, they're carrying them around and they're dressed as characters from the show. I'm like, that's astounding to me.
Yeah, it's funny.
If you are a parent with a kid in this room right now, can you just raise your hand? I just want to see. Yeah. Hi.
Thank you for sharing with your family. I'm watching the show with my son now.
I love it. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's go back over here.
Thank you, Tamari.
Hi all. So it's been about 20 years since you first started, playing these roles. So if you could go back in time and, speak to yourself right before your first recording session, or what conversation would you have? What would you say? What would you say to your younger self?
Ask for more money.
That's a good lesson.
We get paid once.
Honestly, I would just say, don't screw this up. You know what I mean? Because the characters are so beloved and they're so, we didn't know it at the time, but they are now so beloved and so well cared for that we are basically custodians of a version of those people that exist on the screen. So what I would say to myself is, you know, you got this, do it your way, it's gonna be fine, don't screw it up.
I'd like to step in and say you don't have to go back and tell yourself that, your younger self that, because you didn't screw it up. Because you nailed it.
Thank you very much. As did you, by the way.
Thank you. You know, but I would say for me it would be, I would go back and tell myself, don't be so scared. Because I made the mistake of when I got the job, going online to do a little research, and it was all people going, so they're dubbing it in English and they're gonna screw it up and we're gonna murder every single member of that cast. And I'm like, oh no, what if we don't get this right? So thank you guys for not murdering us.
Yeah, well, I would just say to what you said that, now I don't remember what you said and who said it.
You just say your thing.
Well, my thing was just that, yeah, that maybe I wouldn't change anything because apparently we did something right. Yeah. Apparently. I mean, I don't really know. But...
I guess we have Studiopolis and Jamie Simone and Viz to thank, you know, for casting us.
Yeah.
You don't want a butterfly effect it. What if you go back?
Exactly.
And it changes something. Yeah, classic.
Well, I had to go back and re-record Shikamaru's name. Because they changed the Japanese contact for us. And one pronounced it one way, and then the second lady was like, no, you don't say that. You don't say it that way. I was like, what? So I had to go back and record 25 episodes just with his name.
We had the same
And then they switched back.
We had the same problem with Sharingan, because nobody knew if it was Sharingan, Sharingan, or Sharingan.
I remember because they had me do it. I did that a couple ways. And I think you might have been the first one to say it.
Yeah.
Because you spent a while talking about it, I think, right?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd have to record it 3 different ways every time.
Right.
And so it just was,
Yeah.
I'm glad they figured that out.
Yeah. We used to also say the old man instead of pervy sage, because Disney doesn't want you to say pervy sage. And then one day they're like, I said, do we have to do, it's called an alternative take with a different name. I don't say Jiraiya. And I was like, wait, don't we have to do the alt for the broadcast? Like, nah, they don't care anymore. Made no sense.
Love it. Let's jump back over here.
Okay, if you guys could give your characters a walkout song, like if they were fighters, what would it be?
Oh, like in the ring, walkout song. If you could give your character a walkout song. Classic moment.
On top of spaghetti. I'm usually hungry when I go record. I will survive. For 20 years. Screaming at the top of my lungs.
I just can't think of any songs.
You could write a song. You're a songstress.
Yeah, I did write a song for Sasuke. So,
Wait, you wrote a song for Sasuke?
yeah, it's all over the internet if you want to check it out. It's called Waiting on My Heart. It is Sakura's love song to Sasuke.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be the song.
And I was this many years old when I realized this was a thing. Now I have to, forgive me, I'm stepping out to go listen to the song on my phone. It's a deep cut, In the Shadow of the Season by Screaming Trees. You guys can look it up, it's a dope song. It'd be good.
If I had to choose, it would either be Indestructible by Disturbed or Unstoppable by Sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nice.
What's a song where they whisper? Because I picked that song.
ASMR. Which is something that I put on the internet about Sakura and Naruto, depending on how you like to pair things. Although I've always been a Sasumari guy, so thank you. There's so many Tamaris in the audience today. I wish my wife were here. She's literally like, this is the family.
She's
You
here.
get them all together and take a picture.
With the show, like, just going on for so long, and there's just so many generations and different versions of these characters, do you have, like, a favorite one you really just, I don't know, felt more deeply with the character? I'm losing my words, but...
Like
just,
a favorite character or arc or...
Yeah, like, favorite arc for your character, just, like, voicing them or whatever.
And there's so many, but like Yuri said, I love the fights between us. I like a lot of the fights. I like the tuning exams. I like the pain arc. I think it's excellent. No spoilers, but towards the end of Boruto, a shocker happens, and I thought it was great for the show. And yeah, I finished it. Did you finish it?
We haven't recorded in a while, but they still haven't aired the episode
Right.
that you and I
Finished
recorded,
it.
which was a great arc actually. Yeah.
Finished in November.
I don't know. They never tell us anything. You guys usually know before we do what's going on in the show.
This is true.
But yeah, it was. Yeah. There's so many. There's so many.
Yes, there are a lot.
It's a good problem to have. We love it. There's too many. There's too many good ones.
Is all of them an acceptable answer?
I love it. Hi, my friend.
So, since Naruto's like just a little bit big or whatever, how do you feel about like the impact that Naruto has had, saying the fact that it's just a little bit big or whatever?
Like the impact that Naruto has had. Yeah, I mean, what brings all these people to a room?
How do we feel about it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's thrilling. You know, like, it was, you know, some real hardcore nerds and anime people used to watch it, and then it exploded. And during the pandemic, it exploded. People were locked inside. So, like, it is most shows that I've been on. Sorry. Most shows that I've been on. Most shows that I'm on, like, that are on for a long time, kind of go down in viewership and popularity. And this one just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And it's international, you know, like I'll go somewhere overseas and be like, oh, here's Naruto t-shirt. Like people send me pictures from Africa and like places where there's a Naruto like store. So I think it's been really awesome and in a way kind of unbelievable. You know, like when you drive around LA and we see people all the time with some of our gear on and stuff like that. And at Disneyland, one of our directors, Susie, she went to Disneyland for a weekend and she was like, oh my God, like half the shirts were Naruto shirts that like little kids were wearing. So that's super cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. It does make you feel connected to people just all around the world. And like we just did a video for Noah Lyles, you know, for the Olympics, because he's a huge Naruto fan. So it's just cool that I love the sense of connection with all other humans.
Yeah, professional sports, it's big, and like we've seen, you know, with the Patriots, the time that they came in to visit us at a convention, and all these guys are Patriots, and there's that Brazilian volleyball player who does the fire style, he does the jutsu before he serves the ball.
That's actually, it's phenomenal. You can find it on YouTube. I don't know what his name is, but before he serves, he does the hand signs for fireball jutsu, and then invariably it's an ace.
Before every serve, not before a game, before every serve.
No, before every single serve.
See, I mean, that's cool.
The hardest
it's
part,
just cool.
The hardest part for me is that when we're out in the wild, and I do see like somebody with a Naruto shirt, or somebody with a, you know, like something, or a decal on their car, I want to go up and hug them, but it's weird, because like nobody knows what we look like for the most part. They're like, why are you a weird guy coming to hug me?
I do go hug them.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, I mean, they
But you're prettier than I am.
No comment.
We got about 9 more minutes left, my friends. We're going to jump over here.
Thank you.
What, if anything, was something your character did that bothered you? Either something you felt like wasn't really in character, was immoral, or just generally annoying?
What did I find annoying?
What, if anything, was something that your character did that bothered you, or you just
Believe it.
really liked?
What? You try sliding that in 10 times an episode.
I mean, literally everything that Sasuke did for most of the
I do have a problem with, I sort of get it, and I know a lot of people did have a problem with when I was telling Naruto that I loved him. Yeah, I know. I'm not exactly sure what went on there, but I really do think it's because I did care so much, and I was just trying to get you through. So, I'm sorry. It wasn't right. It wasn't really right, and I apologize.
Thank you.
If I have to answer that question, and I guess that I do, it's when he was in the Anbu and was running around killing people. Because I mean, it's him at rock bottom. But the good thing is he eventually turns it around and becomes this unbelievable force for good and love and light. But when he's 12 or 13 years old and literally murdering hundreds of people every time he leaves the house, I found that mildly morally objectionable.
I could see how that would get to you. Yeah, sure, for sure.
He makes up for it.
Alright, so yeah, this question was touched on a little bit already, but one of my favorite things about the show is the growth and the character progression. For the voice acting specifically, what era, there's Jonin, Kakashi, Hokage, Naruto, Criminal Sasuke, what era was your favorite and pushed you guys as voice actors to voice?
I mean, it's hard not to go with the OG on that, just because it was so formative for me and so new to me.
What was it?
The earliest Sasuke, like, as opposed to opposed to time skip, and all that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, Mecha Naruto's kind of lame. I'm like, what do I have? How do I do this? And they're like, just don't put any emotion into it. I'm like, great. To make him emotionless was a challenge. And really weird, to suddenly, 600 episodes in, like, now have no feelings. But that's a good challenge. I hope I answered.
We could probably, I don't know, we'll each be able to answer every question just in the nature
I love
of
it.
Hi, I really love you guys. You guys are completely amazing. My question for you guys is, what is your main Naruto hot take?
Do you have Naruto what?
Hot take.
Take.
So,
yeah, do you have any hot
that Rock Lee is the best character on the show.
That in reality, Guy Sensei is actually stronger than Kakashi.
Both good ones. I love it. Great. We're gonna jump over here, my friend.
Hi, my name's Wilhelmina. First off, I just wanted to say thank you to Miley. I met you briefly in Arizona. I mentioned I was a voice actor and you gave me some words of encouragement, and it's continued to drive my passion for the craft. Been a year now, so just wanted to say thank you again for that. And my question here is for Kate.
Whatever. Suck up to me! Kate.
Sorry. Because I feel like Sakura's character growth just went through a much larger storyline. She changes so much over the course of the series, and I think it's so cool to see. So how, as a voice actress, did you handle that change in personality? She continues to be a very, stubborn, strong character, but she matures so much and
Well, I'm very mature, and I have really matured in life, and I did used to be really, I was boy crazy, just coming out of the womb. I was boy crazy. So, the young Sakura, when she's just, like, I really did relate to that. And I related to this loser. Did that a lot in life. I shouldn't say loser, just distant, dark, unavailable jackasses. No, not
He
jackass.
tried to kill you more than once.
Yes. And so she does grow a lot, and I love Sakura. I love my character because hopefully maybe I haven't changed at all since I was 8, but hopefully I have some. And so I loved getting to do all those different parts of her. Her strength, her vulnerability, her childlike, all of it. Her maternal side, so, now I have a daughter with this guy, and I feel like my character's really my life.
That's amazing. Thank you.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah.
All right, my friends, we're gonna do one more last question, very fast.
Building off of hot takes, I want to know who you guys think is truly, honestly stronger between Naruto and Sasuke.
Naruto.
Who do you think, your personal opinion, Naruto or Sasuke?
Sakura.
Here it is. And on that note, my friends, let's give it up one more time for our